Tim Barrett, he does the website right now.
There were some weak years there, but I kept it alive with our website and with promoting around the city, letting people know that we are still alive, we are still training people.
Mike Rain is the head trainer. Ollie is the assistant head trainer. He's going to be taking over whenever Mike Rain leaves in a few months.
Money Mike Rain, who's responsible for training everybody at the training school and the shows, booking the shows. Mike does all that.
I'm an assistant trainer. I'm also the owner. I help train and all that stuff. Chris Tack, he's our camera production guy, and he edits the films and stuff like that. He puts the DVDs together, and he films pretty much all of our shows here in Modesto.
Being a cameraman, you always have to, also part of production is when you're filming a show, you got to watch for your surroundings. You got to move yourself around that ring and not get hit by anybody or any objects. I can name a few. I've nearly been hit by a weed whacker. I've been kind of partially stabbed by a broken pitcher. So it happens, but you just have to know what you're doing in that side of the ring. If you don't know what you're doing, then don't be next to the ring, because you'll get yourself hurt and you also might have a broken camera on your hands. My current crew members that I have are Jarrod, Browne, and Alicia Salazar.
Basically my job is to get the wide shots and anything outside or follow the action. Sometimes it's a little scary by the ring, but I know I'm not going to get hurt because wrestlers know not to.
It's a very difficult aspect when you think about it, because you have to make sure the crew members know what shots you have to get. You have to make sure what areas you have to cover, what areas of the ring are necessary for you to cover. Mostly we try to stay out of the fans' way. It's the most difficult part of filming, and we just try to find different shots to make sure the fan enjoys the show, as well as we get the good shots to put on the DVDs and the commercials for NAW.
The production that they have just elevates the action that goes on. As far as the wrestlers being able to walk out of a curtain with a ramp onto a rampway, having the music playing, you know, not playing out of house stereo speakers, but out of an actual sound system.
The guys that do this at NAW, I mean, honestly, like, we have a 3-hour wrestling show. Not talking, not a bunch of intermissions, not a bunch of, 5 minutes in between each match. There's wrestling, then there's wrestling, and then we wrestle some more, and then we wrestle. And then the crowd chants one more match. As far as the overall look of NAW, like, I don't think many organizations can even touch us. We
are basically as close as anyone is going to get to the way ECW was running things when ECW was at its highest point. NAW has probably the best production in the state of California right now.
We're the first to actually utilize entrance videos.
It's the only one where you get an entrance video. And it's freaking awesome because it makes you look like there's a reason why you're there.
But it also makes the fans feel more at an actual, you know, this is a star-studded event, not a small venue where you walk out of a dingy curtain to low-volume music and you have to really try and work real hard to get the crowd into it. This is like a professional atmosphere.
It makes the product look, you know, that much more respectable, that much more professional. The entrance videos and everything are very important because it gives our fans a very real perspective of how professional we're trying to be and where this company might be going in the future.
The entrance videos take a lot of hard work and a lot of hard thought, because you have to get into character with the wrestler. That means listening to the music and looking at the character to define, well, how is it going to look? How is the audience going to react when they see this video?
What's unique about North American Wrestling is we're one of the few promotions that actually uses wrestlers from APW, SPW, Devil Mountain. We give everybody a shot here. If you are a trained wrestler, trained properly, the correct way, we'll give you a shot. And we'll have you on our show.
It makes you feel a lot more confident as a performer to come here and do your job and to perform and to give the fans that much more. I mean, when you come to a place like this and you see the setup and you see the fan turnout and you see how much everybody appreciates not only the fans but the performers and the guys that set up the ring, makes you want to go to that place more often than others. So.
They'll be there! Now that we've covered that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, get ready!
variables that go into putting a show on, and it's not an easy task. We did shows in the old Pioneer Village in Selma.
One of the first shows that they put on in Selma was Chris Jericho's and Lance Storm's first match in the United States.
Then we started doing shows in the old Memorial Theater here in Fresno, and from there we went to the Radisson, which is our home now.
Yeah, there's a lot of paperwork and booking involved.
You need money, lots and lots of money. In fact, you need a winning lotto ticket's what you need, because there's no money to be made in independent wrestling.
Make sure we get enough ticket sales to, if we break out even, we're happy, and we try not to go in the hole or lose money.
You have to make sure, you know, you have your sound and lights. You have to make sure that, you know, your stage is set up correctly by the venue. You have to make sure your camera crew is available on that day.
From a production standpoint, we have to know who's on the card, what the matches are. We have to make sure everybody that's on the card, at least 95% of them have an entrance video.
We have used Frankie Kazarian. Of course, one guy that pretty much always works with us is Gangrel, a Vampire Warrior known now.
One of our former champions, Brian Cage, is currently in the WWE developmental area in Florida, wrestling under the name Chris Logan.
Nobody leaves here thinking, oh, that was an okay show. They think, okay, I gotta come to the next one. When's the next one? Dear God, tell me when the next one is.
Thank you, God! So ladies and gentlemen, join us again here at the Radisson on April 20th.